Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode number 10 of our Project Ozone 3 Let's Play. So, in the last episode, we got a lot of things moved where they were supposed to be. Yep, it took a while. So, one of the major things you may notice is there are no more torches. Alright, guys, so it's Rob from the future. I wanted to pause real quick to apologize because there are a ton of cuts in this video. I was recording this video at like 4 o'clock in the morning and I was beyond exhausted. I thought I was doing really well. It turns out I wasn't. So, just a heads up, there are going to be a lot of jump cuts in this video. I'm really sorry. It's just, I was all over the place and I just had to cut out a lot of filler, a lot of, me just doing nothing with nothing in the background. So, yeah. Anyway, back to talking about the lack of torches. There are no more torches anywhere. Instead, there are these little things called glowstone nooks. I freaking love these things. So let me explain why. Basically, they're a block of glowstone. It gives off the same light level that a full block of glowstone does for a little itty bitty tiny piece. Now, like when they're sprawled about the middle of the floor here, you can see them pretty easily. But when you start getting into like the corners and hiding them around machines, you can't really see them. One of the reasons why I like them so much. And they're actually really easy to make. So first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to make one of these saws from the forged micro blocks. Doesn't matter which one. I recommend the diamond saw. It only costs 1 diamond. And it lasts a heck of a lot longer. So basically, you want to put your saw on. And then you want to stick the saw on top of the glowstone. It doesn't matter where, but as long as the saw is on top. And then you're just going to want to cut it down until it says cover. So once you cut it down to the cover, you won't be able to cut it down on the top anymore. So then you move it to the left side, and that'll make the glowstone strip, just like that. And then you put it in there one more time, and bam, you got yourself glowstone nooks. Now you see how many of these nooks I'm making from just one stack of glowstone. Look at all of these nooks. An entire inventory's worth of nooks from one stack of blocks. Like, how cool is that? And like I said, you put them in, you start putting them in the corners and you surround them. It's hard to see them. So like if we go up here, like they're all dotted over here. You can't see them. See, there's one. There's one. I just think it looks a lot better than torch spamming. So, I mean, to each their own. If you like to torch spam, you do the torch spam. So, a couple other changes that have been made. I updated the pack in between episodes. And if you'll notice here, I don't have Global Transporter anymore. And that is because the update got rid of Tinker's Extras. Or I forget what it was. Tinker's Additions or something like that. But it was the version of Tinker's that added all of the cool abilities of the items. So like here, we go into Platinum Pickaxe again. Just a Platinum Pickaxe. There's nothing special about it. And it also got rid of the red matter items, which sucks. And it got rid of the Wervins, which is another thing that I like to use. Got rid of the Chaotix. I mean, it got rid of a lot of things. One of the major things it got rid of was it got rid of Landia. Landia is no more. Apparently, there were a bunch of code issues, and yep, so it just wiped out Landia altogether. So, we actually have no need to make a pickaxe greater than this. Normally, you needed to make a pickaxe to be able to mine the kaoline, which doesn't exist, the morganine, which also doesn't exist, and the racheline, which also doesn't exist. Yep, so we don't need to make those anymore. And if we go into the quest log here, you'll see that it's gone. And one of the good things about removing Landia is it changed the recipe for, where is it, the machine frame for RF tools. See, normally this was morganine, which made it a little bit harder to get, so now it's just glowstone ingot. Glowstone ingot? We have a lot of glowstone we can do. So yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of cows. One thing I did on stream was, yep, I went and I found us a bunch of cows. So these were the ones that I had, because those are the ones that are renamed. But look at all of the cows that I got. I got a lot of doubles. Like, I have a redstone cow here somewhere. There he is right there. And I got a lot of doubles because you never know what you're going to need these extra ones for. So, like, if we wanted to make, molten constantan, see what this one is. See, right there's two singulums. So, molten enderium. I mean, and like I said, the reason I got those is because you never know when you want to, like, craft. Like, for instance, we could alloy a bunch of things together to make... oh, that's not one of them that we can alloy. But, like, the energetic alloy. Can this be alloyed? Yes. So look, gold, redstone, and glowstone. If we mix those together, we have molten energetic alloy. So we can use these cows. We don't have a gold cow, but we have the redstone and the glowstone cow. So, I mean, we can make things a heck of a lot easier for us. So here's vibrant alloy. That's something we use a lot of. So we go here into the melter. Okay, so that's not one we can make. Redstone alloy is not one. But anyway, you get the picture. Like, actually, I think hard carbon, maybe? Yeah, look. Liquefacted coal and molten diamond. I mean, so that's something we could make. We can make this alloy tank. So, I mean, it's something that we could automate. A lot of those harder ones. Yeah. And another thing, like, you notice our ingots are smaller. It toasted a lot of our ingots. So, yeah. Making blizz powder here. Our electrical steel is actually full. So that's why it started on the second one. I'm not too worried about fixing this because we're getting into applied energistics today. Or at least I thought I was getting into applied energistics today. Turns out we can't yet. And I'll explain why. So this is one of the items that we need to make. We need to be able to make this pure Certus crystals because we need to be able to make the printed calculation circuit. So in order to make this, we need to make the enrichment chamber. Well, doesn't look so bad, right? Well, the enrichment chamber needs gray plastic. The only way to make gray plastic was a plastic mixer from Pneumaticraft. This is a whole process. This is a very tedious process. It's not that it's hard, it's just there's a lot of steps. So let's go in to the quest book here. And if we look for Pneumaticraft, which is pi, yeah, look. A lot of steps that we need to take here. So this air compressor needs to be powered by something. I mean, it's complicated. But it is something that we have to do, and we are going to need the different colors of plastic. So I think it's best that we just start it. I mean, there's no time like the present. So I think we should just get it done. So, the first thing that we need to do, if we go back into the quest book, is we need to make some TNT, which is just gunpowder and sand, just like the vanilla recipe. So we'll come over here and we'll get just a stack of it. Yeah, it's 5 stacks. So we're gonna make a stack of TNT for now. Just because. I don't think we'll need that much, but I don't even have that much sand. So we're just gonna make whatever we can. 13. That'll be enough for now. So we got that one. Now we need to make compressed iron. Compressed iron is actually really easy to make. Basically, we throw some iron on the ground and let it explode. That's what the TNT is for. So we need to make like a TNT-proof box here. So we don't worry about blowing anything else up. So where should we put this? You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll put it in here. It doesn't have to be the fanciest thing in the world. It just needs to get the job done. So we'll grab a couple stacks of iron, because you will lose some in the explosion. So we'll get our flint and steel here. So basically all you do, we'll do this, and we can still light that. So we throw the iron in there, like so, and we set it off. And now we have compressed iron. That actually got us a couple little. So we go back down in here to how. See, we got these 3 already. So we'll claim them. Go back into the quest book. Go back into this. Alright, so the next thing we need to make are pressure tubes, which is just compressed iron and glass. So we'll need to make a couple of those. We're getting closer, 595. What do you need? 768, so we don't need that much more. We're getting there. Alright, so now we need some glass here. That's that done. And the next thing we need to make is going to be the air compressor. So it's some compressed iron and a furnace. So this is going to power our system here. So let's go air compressor. Now we have the air compressor. So the advanced one is this, which we'll get into, yeah, quite later. 168 more, and we got flight. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Alright, so we go back in here to the quest book. We got this. The next thing we're going to need to make... Can we make the liquid compressor? Various liquids. You know what I think we could do? Is we could use a cow to pump fuel into this to keep fuel moving through this. So we're going to go ahead and make this. We need 2 leather. We need a bucket. We got buckets here. And we got leather. Do we have leather? Oh yeah, I think we have it up here in our mystical ag area. Maybe not. I thought I had leather. Rotten flesh. I was gonna say I knew there was a way to make it. Ow. Oh, how much leather do we need? So let's grab. Where is the rotten flesh? I have 84,000. I think that's enough. Oop, forgot machines are back up here. So there we go. We got leather. We'll throw that in here. Now that makes that. So let's sleep real quick. So let's see. Available fuels. Naphtha is one. Which I think I have. I know I have a refined fuel cow. So we might just have to make that. Just have to find it now. So I have to find this cow. Give me a few minutes, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we finally found our refined fuel cow here. So we can get this set up. However, we need a few things. So we need a tank, which I don't think I have one in here. Does not look like it. Gotta make a fluid tank. We have to make another mechanical user. There's the mechanical user. We need fluid conduit. A couple of these. Item conduit here. I think that's all we'll need for that. We'll need, do we have any filters pre-made? Again, I'm gonna lean towards no. Gonna need a bucket. Actually, I don't think we need this. Then we could just, yeah, because if it's not being run, actually, you know what we'll do? We will make a quantum tank. I believe just that. Nope, it's not it. Quantum tank. Oh, it's iron and obsidian, not glass. That way this thing can keep making fuel and it won't be an issue. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And we also need to make 2 filters. So we need iron. Just 8 paper. Bam. Okay, we're also going to need blocks. Guess we're going to need to make some more white glass. Alright, so where are we going to put this? So I think we'll put it right in this area here. Actually, this guy. Where did I put... There. Alright, so the first thing we need to do, we need to place this guy down. Put it right here. Alright, so what had happened was I had made the compressor here, and everything was all doing well and good, and then it blew up because it overpressurized. So yeah. So before we make this, we need to go ahead and make the rest of the items here. So we need to make you and you. What else do we need to make? We need heat sinks. We need to make an air cannon. No, we don't need to make an air cannon. We need to make these vortex tubes. So let's do that. And that's it for now. Alright, so let's get crafting here. Oh yeah, we also need to make one of those. And we need to make another compressor. Which is... can't find it. I'm blind. There it is. Okay. So we need a bunch of compressed iron, which no, we have. There it is. So let's do this. First thing we'll make is this guy. And then we'll make, okay, we need a bucket and we need 2 leather. Then we need a bucket. We'll get 2 leather, which means we need to get 2 pieces of zombie flesh over here and throw them onto this guy. Now we have 2 pieces of leather. Now we can make this guy. The next thing we need to make, we need gold to make the vortex tube. I'll explain what they do. Let me get everything crafted up real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. So I think I got everything I need here to complete this little task that we have to make the plastic. So the first thing we got to do is we got to put the compressor here, but I don't want to do that until I start making the machines, or I'm going to have an issue where I had last time where I made it sit there and it overpressurized and blew up. So we need to make the blast chamber first. So if you look here, basically you can just make a 3x3, 4x4, or 5x5 structure, 1 pressure valve, and yeah, that's all you need. The interfaces make it a heck of a lot easier. So we're definitely going to need more blocks here. So the pressure valve is going to go right here. It can't be on an edge, so it's got to go right there. So that's going to be an interface. That's going to be an interface. We'll get to that in a little bit here. So that. So we need another round. I put them away. I didn't think I need them anymore. This is an easy recipe. All it is just 8 of the compressed iron here, and that makes 16 blocks. So you know it made it correctly when this happens. Turns into a multi-block structure here. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this easy. We're going to pipe things in using conduits and stuff. And then we need to do one right here. However, we need to set this one to extract when we want it to, not when it's good and ready to extract. So we need a lever. Because the items in there have to have time to, like, there we go. The items have to have time to compress. So if we, put it in there and pull it out right away, it ain't gonna work. So we need it set to where they put in, and then we can pull it out when the item is crafted. So that part is done. So we'll leave that open for right now. And then we'll bring this along. So the next thing that we need to make is the refinery. So it'll tell you what's going on here. So this will tell you the problems. There's no fluid here, and it's poorly insulated. So these machines give off heat. They need to be a certain temperature in order to work properly. That's what these vortex tubes are for. So if we place them down, so you saw how the red end was pointed towards this? So that means all the heat will go that way. So then we need to take our obsidian here, and basically we need to insulate this. Now, one of the cool things about this block is that it doesn't necessarily have to like be completely covered. If there is a block covering it, it's technically covered. So here, you see, according to this, it's fully insulated. Even though you can technically see it, that's part of the goodies. So we need our wrench, actually, which is over here. So if you look, it's going to tell you what it's going to do. So this needs to be crude oil. That needs to be pumped in to the very bottom. So we need to take this out. You know, if we go back in here, it still says 1 of 18. But as soon as we plop that down, go back in, it says, hey, look, there's no exposed areas. So we need another cow. And what we're also going to do, just for aesthetics, is we're going to make 2 facades here. And we're going to make them obsidian. Again, that's just for looks. So come over here, the paint machine, grab our facades, where are they at? There we go. So if we'll set this, let's set this first, so it inserts only. There we go. And then we can do on the front here once we get this all situated. So I made these advanced fluid tanks. So they're an easy recipe here. So the first thing you need to make is a fluid tank as a basic one, and that's just redstone and iron. And then the advanced is these enriched alloys, which you make with this guy. And the only reason I have that is because I thought we were going down AE first, but we're not. So actually, you know what? I want to make a couple more facades. And we'll cover up the front section there with the obsidian looking blocks as well. Again, this is just for show. This isn't going to actually do anything. Alright, so we'll do insert, 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 extract, extract, extract. There we go. So now, we technically have no way to actually look at the refinery now to see if it's working. But we can easily just remove that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So we can easily just pop that off, and we're going to leave that there. So right now, we don't have any fluid pumping into it, so we need to find our crude oil cow, which, that's not him. I think that might have been one I renamed. It is. So there's this guy. Alright, so I need to make another setup there for the cow to extract. So let me do that real quick and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so we got our crude oil pumping in here. So if we look at the recipes, crude oil with 3 will produce LPG, kerosene, and diesel. So the LPG is the only one that we really need here. So that will be made out of this top one here, which will come out right here. So now, since we actually have somewhere to hook these up, we can do this. So this has to be 100 degrees Celsius before this will turn on here. So as the barometric pressure raises, these will raise. As you can see, the temperatures are going up here. So if we look, see the west temperature is 25, so it's pushing the heat in here. And then this is also getting pressure. So it's going to take a while for this to pressure up. So let me take a little break here. And I will return as soon as this starts pumping out some items. Alright guys, so after spending God knows how much time trying to figure this out, I think I have. It's teetering right there at the 100-degree mark. So yeah, I mean it's not the most efficient, but it's working. As you can see here, we got 13 buckets of liquid plastic here. So the way this works, let me remove these for you here. So this device, the thermopneumatic processing plant, basically what it does is it takes the liquid propane gas that this puts out, and that transfers it to liquid plastic. So, I mean, that's basically the gist of it. So I am lagging really, really bad. So I'm trying to get out of here. So in order to turn that into plastic, we need red dye, green dye, and blue dye. So blue and green, not going to be an issue because we have a ton of cactus here. Something can spawn there. So I really don't know what's causing the lag. I mean, I'm down to like 10 something frames when I'm looking at that. Yeah, it's bad. Alright, so we need to smelt this to get the green dye. And we also need lapis. Grab a stack of that. Throw that in there. Grab this. Throw that in there. And then all we need is red dye. Throw that in there. And now that allows us to pull it out. So for the enrichment factory, we needed, I believe, gray plastic. So all you do is click on gray plastic. Bam. Now we got our gray plastic. So we do need to do one of each for the achievement. As you can see, each color takes a bucket. So look at all that. That's all complete. So that is 60. 735. We need like 50 more to go. So we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. We are nearing creative flight. I can't wait. Alright, so we got our gray plastic here. So now we can make the steel casing, which is osmium and steel. Oh, I don't know if I have steel. So that is the enrichment chamber. Ooh, guys, we're getting there. Well, we need 8 rack. We need 8 more rack, guys. So we are going to figure out what we can do. So, what is this? That's it. We could do that. Yeah, we could do that. So let's do that real quick. 770. We got it, guys. We did it. Just empty. So we can do. And then we go back. Go into rewards. Flight totem. Claim. And it's 83 levels. Bam! And now we have creative flight. Oh, I'm so happy. And that leaves us with 2 rack. So now we could get like the other stuff that we need, like night vision and all those other goodies. So, man, I'm so happy. Got creative flight. Gonna make things so much easier. All right, guys. So we are at that time. It is the end of the video. I have probably been recording for like the past 4.5 hours. Granted, 3 of those hours were me trying to figure out Pneumaticraft. Yeah, it's been fun. So now that we got that enrichment chamber going on, we can finally get into applied energistics, get our storage all squared away, because those entities those are entities. They'll cause lag eventually. And we need to, save as much resources as we can, because once we start getting in deeper and deeper into this pack, there are going to be a lot of things that cause lag. So, with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.